Have you ever seen someone's lie destroy their entire life in one day? I was working the night shift at our small town emergency room when this guy rushed in carrying his girlfriend. She was unconscious, blood on her face, clearly beaten up bad. Please help her, he sobbed to our triage nurse. We were walking downtown and three guys jumped us. They beat her up and stole our phones. I tried to fight them off, but there were too many. The nurse immediately got her into trauma bay 1. The guy sat in our waiting area, head in his hands, crying. Other patients were looking at him with sympathy. One elderly woman even brought him coffee and a sandwich from the vending machine. I was restocking supplies when I overheard him on the phone. Mom, it was horrible. These gang members just attacked us for no reason. Sarah's in surgery now. They took everything we had. He was really selling it, telling people how scared he was, how he wished he could have protected her better. He even asked the janitor if he could pray with him. But something felt off. His story was too perfect, too detailed, and Sarah had defensive wounds on her hands, not random attack injuries. I had seen enough domestic cases to recognize the pattern. When the police arrived, he gave them the same rehearsed story. 3 Hispanic males, early 20s, one had a face tattoo on his neck. They came out of the alley by Murphy's Bar around 11:30. He described them like he was reading from a script. He even drew a little map on a napkin showing exactly where the attack happened. Officer Martinez took notes but kept glancing at me. We had worked together on domestic cases before. He knew I could spot the signs. The guy kept adding details. The one with the tattoo said something in Spanish before hitting her. The short one took her purse. The tall one kicked me in the ribs. Each detail made him sound more credible to everyone listening. Other patients were shaking their heads in disgust, talking about how unsafe downtown was getting. That's when Sarah woke up. "Where is he?" she whispered to me, her eyes wide with terror. "Please don't let him near me, please." I asked what happened and she broke down completely. "He beat me up because I was leaving him. I packed my bags while he was at work and he came home early, found me putting stuff in my car." She described how he lost it completely, started hitting her with his fists, then grabbed a ceramic lamp from their coffee table. He kept saying I couldn't leave him, that I belonged to him. She begged me not to let him know she was awake. So I closed her door and went to find Officer Martinez in the hallway. "She's conscious," I whispered, and her story is very different from his. 10 minutes later, they arrested him right there in our waiting room. His fake crying stopped immediately and he started screaming. "This is insane. Check the cameras downtown. You'll see the 3 guys who did this." Officer Martinez smiled. "Funny you mentioned cameras. We already did. They had pulled footage from every business on the route he claimed they walked. Murphy's Bar, the gas station, the pizza place, the bank. Every single camera. The footage showed him dragging her unconscious body to his car at 11:45. No attackers, no robbery, no 3 Hispanic males, just him loading her limp body into his back seat." His own detailed lie had given police the exact location to check. But here's the best part. That elderly woman who brought him coffee turned out to be Sarah's grandmother. She had been looking for Sarah all week after she missed Sunday dinner, which Sarah never missed. While he sat there fake crying and playing the victim, Grandma had been texting Sarah's whole family. Her dad, 2 brothers, uncle, and 3 cousins were already driving to the hospital. They arrived just as police were putting him in handcuffs. Sarah's dad walked up to him and said quietly, 3 Hispanic males with tattoos. That was your story, right?" The guy's face went white. Sarah's dad was a retired police detective. He had spent 30 years catching liars and knew every trick in the book. "You know what we call guys like you," Sarah's dad continued. "Cowards who beat women then blame imaginary people." Within 2 hours, they found his internet search history on his phone. How to stage a robbery. What injuries look like random assault. How long does domestic violence investigation take. Best lies to tell police about fake attacks. His browser history was like a how-to guide for framing innocent people. He had even watched YouTube videos on acting scared for police interviews. The detective showed me the search results. This idiot documented his entire plan. He even looked up the demographics of our downtown area to make his fake attackers sound realistic. His detailed lie that was supposed to save him became the evidence that convicted him. The prosecutor said it was the easiest case she ever had. Every specific detail he gave them was another nail in his coffin. He got 8 years for aggravated assault, filing false police reports, and attempting to incite racial profiling. The judge said his lies could have ruined innocent lives. Sarah recovered completely and moved back home with family. Her grandmother never left her side during recovery. Last I heard, she started a support group for domestic violence survivors and speaks at high schools about recognizing abuse. The guy tried to appeal his sentence, claiming his confession was forced, but his own internet history and the security footage made that impossible. Sometimes the best revenge is just letting liars talk long enough to hang themselves.